Hey.
Excellent. Hello, everybody. How are we all doing this evening? Welcome to yet another episode of Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes here on Tales of Gaming Addiction, a show where we sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons and talk about weird stuff. Because we were talking about body scars earlier, my hands are covered in them.
This is very true.
My hands are fucked. Specifically, my ring fingers are kind of fucked. I managed to shatter the one on the right. I got slammed in a big old Victorian desk, and the nail has been permanently scarred purple.
Ooh.
And whereas the left one was badly bound after a bit of a incident involving a very large plastic barrel being thrown at it. So now that it sort of like bends over my little finger in two places. It's great. I'm always doing very, very slightly.
Yeah.
Most of the scars on my hands are cat related.
That's what I was going to say. Because it's like I remember each cat. It's like that one's that one, and that one's that one.
Like I have scars on the bottoms of hands from a cat.
I was going to say, outside of the kitchen, left-hand side's got a rope burn down here between the finger and thumb where I did a homemade zip line and got tangled. And then left index finger is missing 2 millimeters of tendon where I slashed it all the way down to the knuckle.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the washing up scar.
No, the knuckle wasn't from washing up. That was from working in retail. I was cleaning down behind a freezer and I managed to nick the corner of the freezer.
I wasn't talking about your scar.
I do also have scars on my hands from working in the kitchen. A lot of them is like people putting very sharp knives in very soapy water and not telling me there's sharp knives in there.
So mine wasn't a sharp knife. Mine was some idiot putting a broken glass in soapy water.
Oh, no. It's even worse.
It's very fun. I can tell the long version of the story another time, but it's very funny when you're the one who with a quite literally blood gushing out your hand, and everyone else is the one who everyone else is panicking, and you're the one calm.
I was bitten by if I told you what breed of dog it was, it will sound so racist. But
it's a dog breed.
Yeah, it's a dog breed, but like it's like the color of the dog breed which makes it sound as though I'm being racist. But yeah,
Are we projecting race onto Labradors here?
I don't know. Like, so when I was about 10 or something, I went round like a friend's house, and they forgot to like tell their parents to like put the dogs in another room so that they wouldn't attack me. Of course, I came into the room and those dogs were there, and one of them managed to bite into my leg, tear the school trousers that I was wearing, and there was just so much blood everywhere. And yeah, I have that scar on my right leg, and that's why whenever I like see a black Labrador, I mean it's not as bad as it is now, but like so closer to the time, I would just be so terrified of black Labradors.
I feel like we should have started this conversation by just going, trigger warning, gnarly injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also blood.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad now. I just get like fairly anxious around like black Labradors. Even if they're like the softest, dopiest dogs in the whole wide world, I'm like, yeah, no.
No, you were never comfortable around Button, which is one of the dogs that comes in the pub. But for context, Button is a 19-year-old black Labrador, I think. He's very old.
Oh god, that sounds ancient for a Labrador.
Yes. You only know he's there when you suddenly feel a weight on your thigh when you're sat down. And it's just this deep grumble, but it's just more like old man going, ugh. It's just like, hello, Button. Nice to see you again.
It's just a sentient old carpet.
Yes, the amount of time people have tripped over him because he lies in the middle of the walkway of everything, deliberately trying to trip people up. We told his owner that he's done it deliberately, so that way he gets free food.
Mm.
Oh.
I've always thought I'd love to be reincarnated as a dog. Can I be reincarnated as that dog? Because I respect that. I respect being the old dog who just trips people up for mischief.
That's it. Gonna say, back to injuries. Do you want to know probably one of my stupidest ones, which was probably actually one of my worst injuries that I've ever had. So young, teenage Christy decided that I want to be cool and wear. Do you remember those boots which were all wrinkly and really flat? They were in fashion.
Wrinkly and flat.
Vaguely.
Yeah, like knee-length boots kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to
But
say...
anyway, I had a pair with no grip on, and I also had on a new pair of leggings, which I brought down the market because cheap down the market.
Wait, are we talking about Uggs?
No, not Uggs.
Are they?
I'll find a
slouch.
picture.
What is that? Slouch boot?
Yeah, slouch boots. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so I decided I'll walk up the disabled ramp, and my foot went from underneath me. I did the splits, landed on my knee, and did my knee in so much that it went down to the bone. But that wasn't the worst part about it. So what had happened is the cheap leggings off of the market had burnt into my skin, and the fibres had got into it and made it infected. So after a week, I had yes, an injury right down to the bone and infected through leggings. So wash your leggings, people, before you wear them.
To anyone who was still eating their dinner, sorry over there in Germany or Poland.
Yeah, wherever.
But
that was just literally from slipping. That was literally just from slipping on a dodgy pair of flat shoes and landing on my knee up a disabled ramp. So it's nothing that should have really.
Yeah.
Just the added thing of getting a really deep infection, which they cured with Manuka honey.
Careful, don't give Brian more ideas of hazards when we're rolling for traps.
Oh, I have several. Although I do have a question for you all before we get into D&D tonight. At some point in the future, do you all fancy taking a break from the Dungeons and Dragons and gearing up for a bit of sci-fi with Starfinder 2nd Edition? Because I've been thumbing through the playtest book and this is now looking more fun than it originally was.
I do like a bit of PvP.
Didn't we? We did a one-off once, didn't we? Years and years ago.
I in no way promised to be hinged.
Look, we were discussing this last week. There is a race that is basically Stitch.
Oh, no.
It is cute, it is fuzzy, and even though it looks like it's meant to be the Envoy class, let's face it, it is just a yellow Stitch. And there are tiny cats as well, for those of you that actually want to play cat people.
Unironically, there's a little bit of me that loves the idea of playing the unhinged character species but that played the most put together, hinged character in the party.
See how else?
Would you terribly mind putting your shoes on, Mr. Catus? No. I will hit you with a broom if you do that again. What?
Oh dear.
This is the most unhinged character. He's actually the neat freak around the ship.
It's just Alfred, but with a squeaky voice.
but modern DC Alfred, who takes no prisoners.
Yep.
You better be aware of the master's intention of no guns. I, however, have no such qualms. Chick.
What's the synonym a bit for what's Picture acronym for? It's
what's the
be prepared, investigate.
Oh, from the Harley Quinn series.
Oh, I can't remember what it is. I'll have to look that up. We should probably play some D&D though.
Yeah, we should. So
it's good.
So whilst Foxy may or may not join us, but we will see how things go. The poor man has done a 10, he's done a long day, essentially. And as much as he likes to play, his body has probably gone, haha, no, we need to sleep.
Hi guys, I'm Ruby Rose.
So we shall let the Foxy rest, and we shall play some D&D. So last time, you merry band of Chuckle Brothers and Sisters. I was going to say something else, and I had to YouTube myself.
The Chuckle Clan.
Chuckleheads.
Yeah, there we go. Had made your way to the plane of water. More specifically, to Aegea, I believe. I can't remember. A place on a city in the plane of water, anyway. Where you had... Yes, that's the one. Yeah, where you made an arrangement and a bit of a subterfuge to figure out what's going on with the plane of water and how it has become unstable. Mostly by the fact that there is no more Kraken and Titan in place. Also, all the cities have a hatchling to essentially replace it and keep that cycle going. The ones here at Aegea have sacrificed it to keep a rift open. What you can work out. One of the other cities has lost theirs and is currently on the material plane, possibly running a circus. Who knows?
I thought it was Aqua that sacrificed.
It was either Aqua or Aegea.
Definitely think it was Aqua.
But in any case... and then you were on the hunt to see where the others had got to. As part of your little subterfuge, you had used King Captain Das as King of Kumo to try and gain some diplomatic favour, which seems to have worked for the time being. Managed to get yourself a whale named Jonah to transport you around. And I believe you are off to either KO or Niflheim. But on the way you decided to stop by the Kraken Hatchery. Just to get a better info on what's going on. Do correct me if I'm wrong.
That sounds about right. Before we start, TJ's gonna activate his dragon vessel.
Okie dokie.
And who'd we lose?
Christy dropped.
Christy. Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly take a long rest, because sleep is good.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, we're under the effects of Bless. For the next 24 hours, anybody who added a coin to the fountain.
Yep, those who tossed a coin to the fountain.
Damn it, that's everyone but me.
Wah,
Toss
wah.
a coin to your Witcher. And if that earworm hasn't got in people's ears, god damn it, go rewatch The Witcher on Netflix. Later.
Henry Cavill.
I mean, I already listened to. I already have. Oh shit! What's the Jaskier's actor's name? Tom something. He has his own band, and there's a couple of songs that I have on my Spotify playlist, including "Drinking Song for the Socially Anxious,"
That's
which is an
awesome.
absolutely fantastic song. And with the very strong line of, if God creates us in his image, then God's a fucking nerd.
No, the human body was clearly designed by committee, because what else would put recreation next to waste disposal?
Robin Williams.
Engineers.
Where the proof? Anyway, so you guys have arrived at the Kraken Hatchery. Disembarking from Jonah, you come onto a small ledge which opens into a vast, what looks like a cavernous cave system. Before you can see that this cave extends deep, branches off to the left and to the right. Coral lines the walls to give this cave just the dimmest of lights. Not quite enough for dark vision, but enough for those of you without it to make out shapes in the faintest of colours down here at the deepest depths.
That's just Rex who doesn't have dark vision, right?
I can't remember.
I want to say that we are absolutely 100% right. What about TJ?
He's the type of dragonborn that does.
Oh, okay.
He's the Fizzband's Dragonborn.
Ah, fair enough.
Or the 2024 Dragonborn.
Huh?
But yeah, no, Rex does not have dark vision, despite the fact that he has lycanthropy.
Yeah.
Does he get dark vision when he goes all were-bunny?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, that's a shame.
Do I have the light cantrip? I do not have the light cantrip. I cannot help this.
For a second, I thought I said, do you have the night cantrip? I was just like, yes. Bring on the night.
I would like to sleep.
I play the sun song, please, to skip time forward 12 hours.
It's the night cantrip, also known as Blanky.
Oh.
Oh no, that would have to be the thing, wouldn't it? Material component, a fine blanket. A fine blanket or a soft pillow.
Tank, I have a question, since we haven't really done any fighting down here. Nipper picks up his gun. I'm going to assume this is going to be absolutely useless, since it's almost certainly wet. Even if it did go boom, is that going to work? Or am I just going to get thrown around in the water? I've not shot a gun underwater before.
Tink looks at it and goes, assuming it works off black powder, it's most likely not going to work down here.
No, okay, guns away. Sword away. Sword only, I guess. Darn. I need to get that. I need to get some elemental stones in here. Bullets made of thorium, would that do enough? He just immediately starts muttering and plotting to himself.
Right then, where do you guys wish to head first?
Others. What'd you say?
I said, where would you guys like to go first? Is there you all are?
Hmm.
The cave entrance.
Evens, we go right. Odd, we go left. Evens.
Okay, so I'm assuming we're not meant to be able to see all of this.
Not really, but I just couldn't be. I will admit, I just could not be bothered to do all the dynamic lighting. Hi, Christy.
Hello, I had a mini power cut.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm not surprised because you're not too far from me, are you? And it's been very wet around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally just everything just flashed on and off for literally a second. But of course that resets everything. 'Cause it's like a hard reset, so
Yeah.
telly are gone and router and everything. And of course phone's connected to router, so everything.
Yep. Straight back to the. Well, in my house, straight back to the 1980s.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, we have said multiple times, we've tried to explain to them, is that we still use an actual phone, like, in the house. And they're like, oh yeah, you can only use your phone line now if your internet works.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, that's great, though, if somebody needs to get a hold of us. When you have elderly people that don't have a mobile phone and don't know how to dial for a mobile phone.
It's daft, but it's where BT wants to change the network as a whole, because right now, basically, it's all copper runs everywhere, and that copper's worth quite a bit of money. So they're trying to just reclaim some of that copper. Before
there is some rationale, because the reality is they're just trying to turn all phone IP systems under the hood. It's just weird. It shouldn't have to be that way, but it is.
Yeah.
There's like a 3-hour dissertation that explains why, also known as boring.
My only complaint with the whole fibre to the home thing, it would be nice if the line terminated where my current phone line would terminate, but the engineer didn't want to do that. He wanted a quick and easy job, so. My fibre connection to the house is in a really stupid place and not at all helpful.
Hi, Ash. Hi, buddy.
Hey.
Yeah, I just had a cat jump up on my desk and completely block my view of my monitors. Hi, buddy, man.
Ash is doing his job.
Yeah.
So yes, technically no, you're not meant to see everything, but again, I was lazy and didn't want to do dynamic lighting. And all the fog and war shenanigans.
Well, TJ, you called it. Remember, everybody, maze rules. In, like, not the maze that I flirted with, but maze is in, like, when you're traveling around something that is meant to get you lost, you always take the same turn consistently.
Right, I'm so glad you clarified this, because I was kind of hoping that, like,
Hi, buddy.
Madam lady, was gonna come up and, I don't know, maybe you or Rex could start flirting with them or something like that. I don't know why, but yeah.
It's just complete deadpan look as Emma just follows, I assume, TJ.
Alright, Ash, come on, move your butt.
Speaking of moving butts, I just seen a message from Foxy. He's on his way.
Yay!
But did he hear the unhinged message first, or did he just wake up realizing, and so he'll just hear this unhinged message from me, like with just with very little context at all?
We'll ask him when he's here.
I read and I quote from the message, "Oh dang it, I will be in shortly."
And I can hear that in his voice, too. Oh, dang it.
Oh, dang it. I will be here shortly.
Alright.
I don't know, that's a terrible impression, Foxy. There we go. Let us go and follow.
Is this coral on the walls?
Indeed.
Boy, there's coral on the wall.
Oh, hi, buddy.
What?
What? There's coral on the walls. Like,
I don't even know what we're doing. What's happening?
we are going down a path.
We're exploring the Kraken nursery,
We are.
All right.
and TJ called go right, so we went right.
Yeah, the dice decided.
Indeed.
We still on our whale
Well,
as well.
the whale's parked outside.
Yeah.
Where's-
Yeah.
Joe-
Jonah is waiting outside. He will patiently wait for your return.
Is any of this coral edible?
Why would you want to eat coral?
Technically, no. Not be a good
Oh.
idea.
I can imagine that would be like crunching on cat litter.
I mean, there's soft coral. And Eppa just sort of like squishes a bit of soft coral.
DM, as I come to this bit of the path, what do my kobold eyes see?
Your cobalt eyes, King Captain Das. You notice off down this way
Yeah.
a strange apparatus of sorts. A structure of brass. You can hear the humming of gears through the deep water.
Oh, okay. Right, I hear noises coming from this way, so obviously we follow where the noises are coming from.
Wait, no, maze rules. You always take the right-hand turn.
But I am taking the right-hand turn, the correct way.
No, that's left.
But
Okay, get your paws out.
right, okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Now, put them up in front of you and stretch your thumbs out. You see the one that makes an L shape that's the right way round?
Okay, I'm telling you now that my right thumb is missing, so you're gonna have to like. Sorry, no, I kid. I just want to see your reaction. Ryan's reaction is bloomin' hilarious.
It's like I was watching you do it as well in full Das. I wasn't looking at Tash, I was looking at Das.
If it makes it better, I'm also doing it on my side.
The
And
only way
I
I can-
did it as well. Not
the only way I can describe it from my angle is, you know when you see the Muppets do like an exaggerated movement?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like from over here. Full Muppet.
You never go full Muppet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tash went full
So
Muppet.
yeah.
I roll every week.
Okay, so I got my thumbs out. Okay, and hands. Now what?
Okay, the hand that looks like it's making the shape of an L in common is your
Okay.
left hand.
I flip my right hand around so I can see that it's double L. Like they're both double L's. Look.
No. Eppa starts to go to do the manhandling thing. And it's just like, you know what? No, I'm not doing this. And he just walks down the right-hand path. If no one else is, he's going to follow the maze rules.
Eppa, as you come into this chamber here, it is quite bright and well lit. The ceiling of this chamber has been marked and etched with what look like planetoids or star movements. You know, like a star chart kind of thing.
Tink.
Yeah.
This might be a landist assumption of me, but why would people who live under the sea draw star charts?
Well, I take it we'd still see from the ocean, wouldn't we? Depending on where you are. You distorted. I'm saying this as a player. I'm guessing that you would still see.
Yep.
Also, tide and that is to do with lunar patterns as well, isn't it? So.
Well, if this is a completely different plane, are these the same constellations that we see on our home plane?
I was also going to ask, do they have stars in the plane of water? Because they didn't have them in the plane of air or earth, as far as I remember.
Well, they do have starfish in the sea, so I can imagine they'd probably have starfish in the water.
Chocolate starfish?
Maybe.
Honestly, I kind of love the idea of constellation charts guide your way using starfish.
Oh, I think that made it broke Brian a little bit. I saw the head shake and the smirk and the.
It was more like my brain had to try and shut out Limp Bizkit. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavoured water. The second someone says that phrase, someone says chocolate starfish, that's like auto plays in my head.
That is not what I'm thinking of when I hear chocolate starfish.
Oh, I know what else you're thinking of. It's just like that's the thing that auto plays.
Well, considering I had ashes right in my face because he got up.
He just wants to make sure it's all good. Needs a second opinion.
So, star charts. Yeah.
Yes, back to the star charts. Go ahead and give me either an Arcana or a Nature check.
I like Arcana checks. I like higher rolls than an 8 on the die.
As someone who was not rolling hot last night, just take it. Take it.
Nature, did you say?
Yeah, Nature or Arcana.
You have to be proficient?
You don't have to be proficient, it's just whichever's going to be higher for you.
And both of those.
Got +7 on both.
Whopping 8. TJ's a smart boy.
It's a very fancy symbol chart for TJ.
Pretty.
But for Teak and Eppa, since you two got fairly close with your respective checks, there is sort of a night sky within the plane of water. It doesn't quite match up with the material plane, but it's a close enough approximation. But these star charts actually chart the movement of stars and constellations on the material plane. And it seems to you all that it is hinting towards omens and cycles.
Are we able to... Wait, if it's omens and cycles, is there a way for us to determine where we are in this supposed cycle?
For that, I would need a history check.
Oh no. Why do I say these things?
Because you heard Pal spill something.
16?
16 is pretty good. So I was saying what the...
God.
Look at the cute little kitty.
Where the cute kitty?
We want to see the cute kitty.
Oh, okay.
You posted in the Discord chat.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Persephone hopping up on your lap.
No.
Yeah, that's a chunky boy in the Discord chat.
Persephone does not willingly hop onto my lap. I have to pick her up and put her here.
Okay, I'm trying to find... Oh, never mind.
No.
Everyone's distracted now by cat. This is great.
Meow.
What else is new?
It's the chunky boy.
He was skinny when I got him. He's not skinny anymore. He's a happy chunk.
He's a well-fed, happy boy.
He is a well-fed, happy boy.
Oh.
So, on your 16 history, Eppa, the omens seem to be hinting at the end of one era and the start of the next.
Oh, sorry, we're in an underwater prophecy. The world's suffering an underwater prophecy at the same time it's suffering a draconic one. I am shocked.
Sure, the sarcasm I just felt was so transcendent it became a new chaos god.
No, I love the idea of a chaos god that is just a sarcastic swat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Secretly, it's the Emperor of Mankind the entire time.
I wonder if Foxy fell back asleep.
I wonder whether he heard my unhinged message and thought, "Oh God, why?"
I don't know, probably actually kind of hoped he didn't fall asleep, or if he did, there was someone there to take an awkward photo of him. I half imagine him like halfway in the chair and then fallen asleep, so he's just slumped.
Oh, bless.
He's fallen asleep in his chair before. Hell, I think I've fallen asleep in my chair before.
I
We've
feel
all
this.
fallen asleep in a chair before.
I can warn you right now, this chair is
I've
very
fallen
comfortable
asleep.
to fall asleep in.
Everyone's gonna be falling asleep in chairs, and yeah, it's just gonna be like several hours of.
You know what? I'm sure there's an ASMR for that.
There's a stream for
Watching or
that.
listening to people sleep.
Yeah, there's a stream.
There's a stream
for
for people sleeping.
Isn't that just Lo-Fi Girl?
No,
There was also like a guy who was streaming just being asleep.
Oh.
And a lot of VTubers do it as well, they just have literally a sleeping model. That's all it is for like 12 hours.
I would be worried that I would talk in my sleep, because I'm known to do that.
Oh.
I've actually woken myself up laughing in my sleep before.
We'll unpack that one later.
Yeah, we've got underground prophecies to resolve. Well, underwater prophecies to resolve.
I'll probably laugh at those too, so it's all good.
So yes, the underwater and the...
Hey!
That's
Speak of the devil!
Foxy!
Wait. Has he finally been summoned?
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Woo!
May you?
And just to make sure he's awake.
Yes, I am awake.
Oh no.
You had joked that you'd fallen asleep in your chair.
And no, I wasn't actually. I was actually sleeping on my bed.
Under your bed? What are you doing under your bed?
In my bed.
Oh, in your bed. I just thought you said under.
Nope.
Oh no, the ducks are back.
Oh no.
For duck's sake, get back to D&D.
Yeah.
We're having such a ducking good time.
Yeah. So
I need to find a way of disabling that now in this voice chat.
Right.
No, you're not. Don't do it.
I need just give me a moment whilst I channel my inner Tim Curry. I can't promise you any of the voice. Right. Okay. So we've been in the water plane. Right. Das accidentally acted like an idiot, pissed off an underwater sea god. I think you were there. I can't recall. Everyone threw gold in a well except for Epic. Got a blessing, so everyone's got blessed. Hooray! We then went, oh shit, we've pissed off a god who's going to go beat up the guys that we thought, ooh, they're a bit sus. We then got on a whale called Jonah, who then sailed us over to the hatchery where the Krakens are meant to be. We went in. TJ rolled a dice and said, go right. So we went right. We were following May's rules. Das immediately went left at the first opportunity. We then quickly explained to Das what left and right were, at which point Das then turned their right hand the wrong way round so that both hands had L's. At which point Eppa went, fuck this, I'm out, went into the nearby chambers following the right hand rule, saw a bunch of star charts, questioned whether or not you had stars under the ocean, turns out they do, and in the plane of water, turns out they do. Looked at the star chart. We vaguely figured out that we're sort of approaching the end of a cycle, which we then figured out. Oh, this seems to be a prophecy about the end of days. At which point, Eppa dropped chaos god level sarcasm. Of course, there's an underwater prophecy foretelling the end of the world.
In all fairness,
and then we were interrupted by Cat.
Okay, so in all fairness, Das doesn't necessarily follow left and right rules as opposed to starboard and port. So technically speaking, you just got to explain it to him.
They're not directly analogous.
I don't care.
Port and starboard are irrelevant of direction. They're related to direction of travel.
But they're still right and left.
Or orientation of vessel, rather.
It's still right and left, yeah. Yeah,
but if you're facing towards the back of the ship, the starboard is on your left.
I think I broke Eppa. I think I broke him.
You've upset Rob, the actual sailor.
I think I broke Rob. I broke Rob, the actual sailor.
And I am in.
Robbie the Sailor Man.
No. No one calls me Robbie.
Oh boy, you done it now.
I was trying to help break him a little more. Did it work?
Okay. Anyways.
Damn.
So anyways, after dropping god levels of sarcasm and giving birth to sarcasm.
The villain of the soon-to-be sci-fi campaign.
The sarcasm where it just opens the ground just into a wide cavernous cavern.
Yeah, turns out the underwater prophecy had nothing to do with Ebenrath. It was about someone being so sarcastic when seeing this prophecy that it then triggers the prophecy.
Yeah.
As the prophecy foretold.
The plane of water is destroyed by the god of sarcasm.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so yes. Could I investigate what on earth is going on here, since I'm completely ignoring maze rules?
You may indeed. Inside this chamber where the mechanism was humming away and you could just make out the brass edgings of a contraption, you can now see much closer that it is in fact a telescope. A means of reading the stars.
I would like to look into the telescope. I go, hey guys, I found a giant telescope.
It's kind of cool. You hop into it, you see through the eyepiece.
Ash.
Go ahead and give me a nature check really quick, Das.
Nature?
With advantage, because you do have the sailor background.
Ash, don't do it.
Please tell me, regardless of roll, that it's just going to be, you see rock.
Okay, so first is a 14, because I got -1, and it's a nat 20. So
very good.
Woo! Well, it's 19, but it's a nat 20, so I will take it.
You sit there and look through this thing, and initially, I think I know those stars. Wait a second, I do! And you know the location of where this would be on the material plane if you port it out right now.
Guys, I know exactly where we would totally port into the material plane if we bamfed into the material plane right now.
Where?
I'm just awaiting instructions from the Council of One.
Oh god, I feel like a floating spectator just holding a book with one tentacle to like, give me a minute, for Christ's sake.
I'm just awaiting a response from my Council of One. Give me a moment.
This will throw you out somewhere near Verulanium.
Somewhere near Verulanium, ironically enough.
Welcome to the Council of One. We appreciate your call. Please stay on the line.
Get me out of here.
Quiet you.
Your call is important to us. Bing bong.
You are caller number 13 in the queue.
Oh, no.
Oh god. Anyways, so yeah, like look at this dope like telescope. It's great. I could see like things and stuff. Like the star constellations is so cool.
Oh, it can see things. I never would have guessed.
The god of sarcasm gets a little more powerful.
Oh god, the god of sarcasm is growing in power with each and every member. Soon it shall become the Council of One.
Oh god.
Ha, don't you mean sarcasm god?
It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
such a good song.
Anyways. Yeah, I just looked through a telescope and immediately gathered where the hell we'd land if we bamfed out of here right now. I see a door.
You saw several doors on your way around, actually.
Oh,
it's locked.
Lock.
Indeed. The large stone carving on this door actually depicts the image of a kraken surrounded by... I think now what would be the closest approximation in your mind? It looks like dwarven individuals.
So we need short people in order to, like, open this door.
Is it considered a... Hold up.
So the dwarves, 4 dwarves around a kraken. Does this mean we need to feed it feed this door sacrifices?
Is it considered an object or a structure?
The door is considered an object or a structure, yes. Are you about to employ the barbarian lockpick?
What does the Council of One say? The Council of One all for this?
I mean, to be honest, if you have a way of breaking this door down without killing yourself, then the Council of One advises that you go for it. And like, you don't know where this little headset comes from, but like it just materializes like next to Das's like mouth or something weird like that.
Okay.
It's a spectral one.
Yeah, we're gonna go some demolishing might on this. You know what?
Should I save it for later, or should I like give it to you now? I mean, I feel like...
TJ's not paying any attention at this point. He's going, let's do this! And he will rage before his demolishing might.
I appreciate the internet breaking up during that, because it just feels like you're about to unleash so much power. The internet went, nope!
Just an actual distortion of it being this deep underwater.
It happens. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and try. Ash, you need to move your butt. I need my keyboard. Okay, Ash's butt did not move. For those of you playing at home. What do you want me to roll for that?
Well, first of all, I need you to roll an attack for me. More to see if you can actually deal the necessary damage to the door.
Unarmed strike?
Well, if you're swinging your glaive at this, it would be with your glaive.
No, actually, he would like to back up to here, 15 feet away from the right-hand door, and charge at it.
Okay.
I mean, do you want me to roll athletics? Strength?
Well, you are attacking the door, so it would be either with your glaive or an unarmed strike.
I will telepathically message some encouragement to DJ.
Oh, fuck, he's gonna need it. Jesus Christ. Like, none of the dice
hey,
that I am
hey,
using.
You have
Yes.
blessed. You've been blessed.
Oh, that's right. So that's a 1d4?
Yeah, 1d4. Hey,
17?
You slam into what you assumed was stone. But as you make contact, you realise that, nope, that looks like stone, that it's been here for so long. Ah, son of a bitch! And some of the stone does actually crack and give way. Underneath you can see it has a metallic sheen to it.
He has demolishing might, so with any damage he would have done would have been doubled.
This wasn't rolling to damage, this was rolling to see if you could even lay a scratch onto the adamantine door.
Oh no.
You know what? He's not that bright. He's gonna back up. He's gonna try it again.
You can do it, TJ. I believe in you.
You're just keeping that bardic inspiration up, aren't you?
I'm saving it for a very important thing. I think you could use the bless again. I want to say.
Bless has already been used.
Wait.
I thought it was for 24 hours.
Was it for 24 hours?
Yeah.
I can never remember the rules on bless.
Yeah, I think as long as it's active, it's every turn.
It's a D4 on all attacks, ability checks, and saving throws.
In that case, then bless away.
Oh my god.
Is that a 24 total?
Sorry. Attack roll or saving throw, not an ability check.
Yeah. Lady guidance for ability checks.
Yeah. Yes, 24 total.
That time round, the door does finally give. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Okay, he's raging, so it's +3, double damage. 10 +3, 13, because he's raging.
With that, the door bends and buckles, but it doesn't break.
One more time. Or at least one more time.
I'm gonna see if I have it.
He's gonna keep doing this until it busts, but not with that shit.
The rest of you elsewhere in the cavern, you can just hear the sound of TJ raging and just constantly slamming into what initially sounds like a brick wall and then eventually gives way to metal creaking and bending.
Are we desecrating a hatchery?
TJ, if it helps, you are after a total of 23 or higher.
25.
That'll do it.
Wait, is this strength?
Basically, +9, which I assume is you with the gauntlets on.
No, Rex has the gauntlets.
Yeah, Rex has the gauntlets.
Yep.
Oh, it's your other thing, isn't it?
I was gonna say.
No, I don't have another thing.
I was like, TJ just has the potion of Dragon's Majesty.
Fire giant strength. Which he did not down. Either way.
Either way.
Either way, whilst
13, another 13.
buckles a bit more, but does not break.
Well, he's going to keep doing this.
That's fine. Let me know.
Until
Let me know when you
bust.
get another hit that's 23 or higher.
Oh, well.
24.
And now you land one. Go ahead and roll damage.
13.
And finally, the door finally breaks through.
Rex lazily walks along as he is watching.
And we'll come back to you all in a minute.
Oh my god, you know what that reminds me of? In The Princess Bride, when Inigo Montoya is trying to break down the door. He keeps throwing himself at it. Until Fezzik comes along and busts it open for him.
It's so long since I've seen that movie. Anyways, Eppa, for you.
Yep.
Way down here in the deep. This chamber is surrounded by, is encased in like small moats of arcane power. They all seem to just sort of waft around. You feel like you're standing in a library of font of knowledge.
I'm gonna touch one of the moats.
You touch one of the moats, it throws images into your mind as a rapid collection. It seems to be more star charts and significant dates throughout history. You have a realization at this point that the dates in question aren't so much great catastrophes, but so much as where tides would be stronger and weakest.
As in literal water tides?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming these are on the material plane, not the plane of water.
Correct.
Huh. I have no idea if any of this is actually useful information.
Well, this is interesting information nonetheless.
Note to self, I need to figure out how to carry knowledge in water. Note to self, just come back to this room and figure out how they did it. Tank! Do you know how to, like, make books float? Or whatever those things are?
Make what float?
There's floating knowledge in that room, and I'd love to find out how to make it.
I have no idea. Is it something that Tink can do? I have no idea what's going on. Sorry.
That's right.
No again. What is literally happening?
So the muscleheads are breaking in a door. Eppa found a room where moats have. It's kind of like a library, and every time you touch a moat, you get some information, as if you were flicking through a book.
Yeah.
And
so what do you want me to do? I don't understand what you want me.
I was facetiously, like Rogue the player is being facetious. Eppa the character was just asking if Tink had any idea how that works.
No.
It was mostly a bit. If you did know, that'd be fucking dope.
sadly, no. It is beyond your scope of knowledge. Also, I'm getting partially distracted because Persephone is currently attacking Tash right now.
Well, she's attacking the back of my hoodie, and I'm sure what, like, what has provoked such unnecessary violence?
You're sat in her chair.
Excuse you, but she doesn't sit in that chair half the time.
Clearly, she wants to sit in your hoodie.
No, she would definitely kill me for that. She was smothering me in my sleep.
She shouldn't spoken up. I think she just wants to play silly buggers.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Did you have a good nap?
So with that, back to Team Muscle. As they finally crash through the door and Tinker-Nepper, you hear this almighty racket of metal bending and snapping. But for TJ and the others, you have gained access to the innermost chamber. No puzzle or anything required. There is a pit at the centre of the room, some 25 feet across in all directions.
Ah.
Peering in, you can make out divots and locations where clearly eggs have been stored. All of them are broken. There is a pile of goop and body parts at the bottom.
TJ will scratch his scaly head, look at Das and Rex, and go, "That's bad, isn't it?"
I mean, I'm no expert on such underwater creatures. But if I were to hazard a guess, it does look bad. But will a nature check tell me otherwise? Yeah, that's a nat 1. Yeah, that's dumb as shit.
No, I don't want to open up Steam right now. Thank you.
Oh,
It's not good, Das. It's not good.
This is no bueno. This is definitely not good. Yeah, no. This is bad and terrible. This is awful. Like, we probably messed up somewhere.
Das, I've got fantastic news.
What's that?
I found light that you can read.
Can the light tell us whether can the light give us a second opinion on whether this pit that we've discovered is like good or bad, or whether it's somewhere in between?
Are there signs of violence aside from the broken eggs? The body parts? Like, is there, like, blood? Is there, or is it just dry carnage?
It is a very wet carnage, for lack of a better description. You can make out blood and egg white and yolk.
How recent?
Go ahead and give me an investigation or a medicine check.
Where the fuck were those rolls when I was trying to break this damn door down?
You still did it pretty quick.
You just needed to warm up. It's been a while. You needed to break
Been a
that low roll
while.
dust.
Since I could roll anything but shit.
I do love how we're comparing dice to the internal combustion engine.
Yep.
Well, I'm using the Thunder Show dice, and when they disappear, they combust.
So,
For lack of a better word.
So, with the 21 medicine, not all that recent. Somewhere within the past month or so.
Okay. My buddy man.
But you notice something poking out in amongst the carnage. I want to say Das and Rex would have the high enough perception to lock on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I was
Certainly Rex, because Rex's passive perception is insane.
I have 15 passive perception. What are you playing with? You're playing with Fizzgig.
Yeah.
I've got a passive perception of 20.
Jesus.
Jesus. I have a passive perception of 17.
Wait. So all this time, everyone else is like being, I read have got really good eyesight and everything. Meanwhile, I've not been boasting about my 20 passive perception. And all of a sudden, like, it's just come to light that Das is probably the most observant one out of everyone.
That's kind of frightening.
Do you have, like, the observant feat?
No, I don't.
It has been mentioned before, by the way. We have said before
Yeah.
that
I mean,
Taz
it's very
has.
true. Yeah, Christy is absolutely 100% right.
Jesus!
Jesus.
32!
Oh my god. Christy sees everything.
She.
Oh, yeah, it's because of the
that's
crown.
Sorry.
The crown
Tink,
and a nat
Tink.
20.
Tink sees everything.
Like the universe and everything unfolds before her.
She sees beyond the fourth wall.
The god of sarcasm goes, Jesus Christ.
God of sarcasm looks up at his newspaper and go, no, not today. Not my circus, not my monkeys. But
Tink sees a bunch of random people sitting in front of computers all over the world.
Yes.
Who just maps up on their computer screens.
Tink
The
sees
cat on the desk.
Tink sees the chaos of the DM's plans. Just constant threads just spread about, sort of sticking together. The worst threading in the world. No, but Tink, with that insanely high perception, because fucking hell, it's a nat 20, you do spot something down deep in all this carnage and everything else. For a moment, for a lot of you, it escapes you for a moment. It's like glancing over and seeing something glint, just assuming, oh, it's part of the decoration or something like that. But I think your eyes are immediately drawn to it. If you wish to go down there and pick it up, you may do.
Yeah, Tink will go down and grab it.
Oh wait, yeah. We're underwater. We can move in three dimensions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, snap.
Think you make your way down there, and the glint that caught your eye, you reach down and grab a hold of it, and you sit there and think to yourself that there's no way this could be what you think it is. You begin to slowly emerge from the carnage. You pull out a 3-pronged trident, embellished with coral design, seashells and the like, written in an old primordial script down the hilt. It just simply reads, "To my younger brother, I entrust the seas to you."
Younger brother. I'm trying to think who would have a... unless it's Zeus to Poseidon, I suppose, is the...
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's the obvious one.
Me as a player, pretty much figure.
You as players, I think you probably figure it out.
Yeah, I just did the religion check just to be sure.
With the religion check, you're on the right track of like, oh, this is clearly god to god, but you're going the wrong way. Because Hades was first, then Poseidon, then Zeus.
This is very true.
Zeus is the youngest of the gods.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be Hades to Poseidon then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're on speaking terms with Hades. That's interesting.
But the cool thing is, you now have another artifact in your possession.
Oh yeah, shit.
What's it do? Wait, no, that's my job.
Hey.
What's it do? Oh, hang on, put my glasses on.
Just, does it float on its own? Because if it floats on its own, just give me a second. I'll just do a bit of identifying mid water.
I would like to try and telepathically message Trident to see whether I get something. Like, hello, Trident. It is I, King Captain Das.
You know the sound of a tuning fork at about up,
888.
well, I was gonna say about upper C.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's what you get back. You just get a very high pitched tone back.
I was gonna say,
I'm just getting a very high pitched tone, about maybe 900 hertz, give or take. I don't even know what hertz are.
it's a frequency that
The frequency
You know
of
what,
the
no,
DM's pain to
I'm not. If I can't
Convey.
explain left and right here, I can't explain frequency. This will take about 10 minutes because I didn't prepare identify. I only have it as a ritual today. So if you guys want to have a swim around, I'll be fine here.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Part of me wants to explore like the other bits and pieces like down here, like this room.
Oh, if anyone finds a very large bottle, or like a barrel, there's a whole bunch of floating books I'd love to bring back with us.
Okay.
But I think they have to float in water.
Okay.
And so, if Tink will let him, Eppa will just sort of shimmy over to the corner of a room and ritual identify the trident. If that's okay with Tink.
Yeah, go ahead.
Boop-de-boop.
Alright then. So to expedite the next 10 minutes, Das, as you are exploring the rest of these chambers, you find not much else treasure-wise. A lot of these rooms seem to have been stripped bare of any treasures and tributes. A couple of the chambers are marked out to be like for each culture's way of worshipping, so like the Grecian one has somewhere for meat and food to be laid out. The Shinto have like what clearly was meant to be like a shrine of some sort for people to drop their wishes into on paper and so on and so forth. All being cleared out by a force of some description.
Oh, grave robbers.
Not really grave robbers, more temple robbers.
Temple robbers. Oh.
But after
Yeah.
a while, but after the full 10 minutes, for the sake of Eppa and Tink, this is a Trident of the Seas. Originally made for Hades, but then gifted to Poseidon. Wherein it was modified from a 2-pronged trident into a 3-pronged with the addition of a spear. Well, like a harpoon spear.
Yeah.
But for thematic appropriateness. Whilst you are attuned to this item, if you do not have a swim speed, you will gain a swim speed equivalent to your walking speed. Any ways of increasing your speed will be affected to your swim speed. So like if you're a tabaxi, for example, you did the tabaxi sprint nonsense, you would get like an insane swim speed. On top of that, a number of times a day equal to your proficiency bonus, you can cast Create or Destroy and Control Water. And there are other things, but that is all you can have for now.
All right, Trident, keep your secrets. It's weird to have things. It's weird to have your brain smudged. Ugh.
Bless you.
Gesundheit. What the hell, that made me jump.
So do
The
we put,
echo was impressive.
do we put the baby Kraken in here then, or do we get the priest? Like say, hey, yo, priest man, what do we do with this?
Bless you again.
I feel like we should probably just confirm what actually happened, because other than lots of eggs seem to have gotten smashed, the priest might be a little disturbed by the fact that we broke the temple.
We could just blame it on whoever maybe smashed those eggs up, maybe.
Can you cast mending?
It'll take a while. It'll take a while. I can also cast fabricate. But the door might not work as it originally did.
Anything worth doing is doing well.
It's also anything that's worth doing is worth doing half-assed. So at least you're doing it. But anyway, can I just in case there's anything we've not discerned from sort of this brutal slaughter, can I have 20 passive investigation, but I will quite happily roll if you require it.
Are you looking for anything specific, or are you just having like a cursory little glance over and bit of a rummage?
I think I'm having a proper look for it, so I think that sounds like active. So let's pray I get higher than 10. No, I did not. I got 17. God, my rolls.
I know, they're nothing great.
If it was only for my modifier, if it wasn't for my modifiers.
Well, rummaging around, they're going almost like full gecko on like crawling around and like kicking into odd nooks and crannies. You do just grab like a whole load of treasure and other loot.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, so I go around all the place and find nothing. Eppa just looks around here and finds all sorts of stuff.
So in total, you find 170 gold.
Nice.
Well, in total it's 170, but like it's all odd bits of coinage here and there.
I'm putting 170 gold in because, good God, doing anything else is going to be a pain in the ass.
But again, that's why I've just went gold and leave it at that. But it's like odd bits. Let's face it, gold coins are magical. You just smush two silvers together and it becomes a gold. Really hard, like contact fusion.
Das, at some point we need to get coins printed of you.
That's right. We need to get like currency shenanigans going. Yes. And then people can sell like the very first editions of like my face on coins for loads and loads of money. In the material oh my goodness. Like, yes.
Right,
great.
You just start thinking about what pose you want to do.
I mean, it really is only the head, so I mean, it have to be like the profile.
Is it bad I'm thinking of a way of trying to make Terry Pratchett's making money a D&D adventure?
Do it.
Oh, I really should, because I'm really giving you some thought. Like, how would you do the glooper?
Oh no.
Anyway, amongst other things down there, you do find a about 6 short swords of varying. Actually, no, they're not all varying. I do apologise. There are 6 short swords, but you notice they're all gladiuses.
Gladiuses?
Yes.
What the heck is one of those?
A short sword famously used by the Greeks and Romans. I think more specifically the Romans. It was like the Roman sword.
Yeah, more primary. Yeah, almost exclusively.
That makes.
Yeah, I imagine that's how Eppa's described it, and Eppa's also just like, it's a short stabbing sword. It's not so good at cutting, but it's meant for sort of just going shank.
Okay, gotcha.
I think a lot of the Dragonborn Empire used to use the. Wait a minute.
And with that, the penny in your mind drops.
Eppa's just going to use Mage Hand to just sort of feed them out of the hole, one by one. Whilst he continues to... Was there anything else besides the swords?
Now that you have the swords, I can go deeper into this list for you. Along with those swords, you do also find, buried in the pile of the deeper down, a couple Dragonborn. They appear not to be those of a priestly order or aligned to the water plane in any way. These guys were wearing armor. They seem to have been ritualously sacrificed. As you get down to their bodies, you do see they're all branded in some way. They have like a mark on their cheek. Your knowledge of the arcane effort indicates that that is a mark of necromancy.
Great, we have zombie dragon. Swords from Verulanium. And we were just attacking Verulanium. Oh, joy. They actually did this on purpose. TJ, have I ever told you that Dragonborns suck?
Oh? He'll, like, point to himself and go, me?
Not individually, just as a society. Why can't you just get over yourselves? As he sort of is kicking with all of his strength whilst carrying two heavily armored corpses in the water.
God.
TJ just kind of shrugs and goes, I wasn't raised by Dragonborn. I was an orphan.
Oh, now look what you've done there. You made TJ feel bad now. It's okay, TJ. Just because you didn't have a happy beginning, that doesn't mean
I did. I did. Yeah, I was raised by... Oh god, what did I put as the race? I think 2 elves? 2 elves in the,
No, I think you said dwarves originally.
Golden Wings? What?
The dwarves would have been Golden Wings.
I was TJ has 2 moms. He was raised by 2 members of the Golden Wings mercenary troop.
Oh.
Clearly,
and he was a Golden Wing for a while.
Clearly, that's why you're so well adjusted. Because seemingly every time, thump, we come across we come across more than 6 Dragonborn in this blooming continent. Thump. At least one of them is trying to conquer something. We went to the airplane. They were plotting to take over the world. We go to Verulanium. We've got spooky ones that want to kill all the other Dragonborn. We come here. They're dead Dragonborn zombies. I mean, they have to be dead to be zombies, but clearly there's necromancy on dead Dragonborn around a bunch of dead Kraken. I didn't think a society could need collective therapy. And I'm a kobold!
I'm sure that we'll probably find the best doctors that we could possibly manage in Kumo, who'll probably give you plenty of therapy after all this.
God knows I need it, but that's not important right now. Ah!
Mental health is important, Eppa. Like, if you're feeling that stressed, you just need to...
Elves and Paladins of Coralon. Oh yeah, I put and TJ had a surprisingly normal childhood. Well, as normal of a childhood as one can have when one is found as a baby by a member of the Golden Wings Mercenary Company who was doing recon in the mountains. Lady Jillian Jenkins and her partner Lady Aubrey, both elves and paladins Coralon, adopted him. They were stern but loving parents, and the worst part of his childhood was the never-ending "go ask your mother."
Like
The things you put in your backstory, you realise, oh yeah, that was meant to be a bit.
so yeah, just take a deep breath and just like process these emotions, and then we can think of our next action, okay?
That was me processing them. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
TJ will turn to Rex and Tink and go, is he normally like this? Did this break him? Is he broken?
No, he normally isn't like that. Not that direct, to be honest.
I love how Das is like now the sane man.
It's just we are a seesaw. Whenever I lose it, you calm me down. Whenever you use it, which is calm me down. It's a wonky seesaw in balance, but it's becoming more balanced over time.
Yeah. We're fixing the seesaw. Yeah.
Or making one side worse, we're not sure.
I don't know. Like it's one of those seesaws where not only does it go up and down, but it just goes round and round and round, and you're not quite sure who's going to get the more harsher bumps as they land.
Oh my god, it's like one of those carousels that were on the children's playgrounds.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, the merry-go-round.
You had a merry-go-round. You had a bunch of kids that would run around and send this, like, trying to knock this thing off its post. You better hang on for dear life, or you're flying across the playground.
Right. That's when you go out. So someone who's a bit older and has a dirt bike, and you ask them to lay the dirt bike down and just give it a good couple of revs.
Oh god, that's dangerous. That's how people get broken legs.
It's fine. You just gotta hold on really tight.
Anyway. Walk it off.
Anyway, so yes,
yes,
we got some money, we got some swords, we got some necromantically enchanted dragonborn, and a whole bunch of dead kraken eggs,
and a cool weapon.
Oh right, yeah, sorry, that's your. It just sort of passes it back off to Tink. I shouldn't be holding on to this.
There we go. Right, we all. You good? You calm? You.
I need to get that out of my system. That's all I needed.
There we go.
Sorry, TJ, you are not responsible for all Dragonborn. That was very inappropriate of me.
You should be proud of yourself for realizing that such prejudice is only toxic.
Toxic, like that bard Britney Spears, like that song?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more in relation to someone she finds sexually attractive.
Either way, should we let the priest know actually what's happened here? Because I feel like they probably would want to do something with this kraken egg. Otherwise, the water plane is probably going to be a little bit skew-whiff, and we definitely don't want that happening.
Can we not mention that? Let's just say that the door was broken when we found it.
Yeah, we could totally say that. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, we could totally do that.
Just dust yourself off a little bit. There's a bit of broken door on you.
Yeah, there's a bit of coral in that.
AJ will doggy paddle and wash himself off.
Like TJ will just get on all four legs and go.
Yeah, pretty much. That's his interpretation of a doggy paddle.
Oh dear. I guess Evan will go get the priests.
Yeah.
As you're waiting for the priest to come in and begin the ritual necessary to hatch the kraken egg. Those of you that still remain in the chamber, as you're sort of waiting around, you're sort of...
I'm accompanying Eppa.
Okay. So for the three of you just standing around, idly waiting, talking amongst yourselves, whatever you'd like to do, you do look up at the ceiling and you notice something worse.
Oh shit.
It's face spiders with the zoomies on roller skates.
No, but it was a good idea.
Do not give him ideas.
Oh, I already have plans for face spiders with the zoomies. Promise you guys it would be anywhere would that be an advantage for bloody face spiders?
I was going to say, we already have those being nurtured on the ship.
No, we have dragon spiders.
So yeah, those are
dragons.
Those are phase dragon spiders, not fey dragon spiders. Good point.
Phase dragon spiders.
Well, they're spider dragons.
Spider
In any
dragons.
case, the thing you notice is that is much worse is the ceiling has another star chart etched into it, but it's recent. And in amongst this star chart is also the body of a young kraken. Much like what you have seen already. Bye, Christy. As if she fell asleep.
Aww.
Or her power cut out. Yeah, there is a body of a young kraken just what looks like he's slammed into the ceiling. Like, dead center, and it's a gruesome sight to see. As Das and Eppo return, the priest begins the ritual, and as you're all looking up, you two look up and see this. The priest looks up and goes, "Oh, shit. What did that?"
None of us did this before we deal with any accusations. We didn't even realize that was a thing. We just happened
A mage hand slap. Sorry, can you actually describe the ceiling again? Because I admit I kind of phased out. I apologize.
So the ceiling, you look up, it has another star chart etched in. It is recent and fresh. In the middle of it, where you can see the markings that would indicate Oslandia and the world, is the body of a kraken, and it looks like a young kraken pile drived into the ceiling. It is just kraken bits dangling down. Or floating, I suppose, because water plane. Which is now the more horrifying thing to mind, is that something just pile drove a young kraken into a ceiling.
I don't look forward to fighting whatever did that. What could do that?
Maybe the same creature that fucked up that door. Fucked up those dragon eggs, or those kraken eggs.
Yeah,
The priest is now like hugging his kraken egg a bit tight. It's like, I'm not letting this go now. I feel like I may have to conduct this ritual back in the safety of the city, and not here.
I mean, that's absolutely fair.
After what, why don't you wait with Jonah, and we'll see if there are any more clues around this place.
Okay, just don't take too long.
We'll try not to.
Yeah, hi Spoonie. Yes, the party have spider dragon eggs on their gunship.
Half spider dragon, half phase spider.
Yeah, hang on a second. I do have a thing for them somewhere.
Essentially, we will have a spider dragon cavalry for when the spider dragons are like all grown up and old enough to be trained to be a part of an amazing King Captain Das, King of Kumo cavalry.
Oh. For anybody who's interested, today is Joan Jett's 66th birthday.
Happy birthday, Joan Jett.
Dope. Very cool.
Very dope.
Still
But yes, that is the spider dragon. Trigger warning, spiders. It is spider bodied but black dragon head. It is pretty dope. Vector Eva Ruin has some cool stuff in it.
So, breath, weapon, and web?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Heck yeah.
And
Really?
ours will be able to teleport.
Really awesome and pretty terrifying. Anyway.
Yes.
So yes, the priest retreats back to Jonah. As you look around and investigate, Eppa, since you have a fairly high arcana nature from earlier with the star charts, and Das, being a sailor, the two of you can cross-reference and you work out that the newly added star chart actually lands on a specific date.
It does?
Oh, sorry.
Is it the 27th of the autumn?
No, it is not.
Damn it!
Damn it!
It is the 21st day in the 3rd month of summer.
Oh.
Why do I have a feeling that
What
day
is
doesn't
today's
seem-
date?
Today's date is the 23rd of September.
in world?
In world,
Yes.
it is the
Oh.
23rd day in the 2nd month of summer.
And you said
How
this
long a
star
month?
chart was. You said this star chart
every
was the
month is
21st day
Yes,
of
And-
the
and
first
it's-
month.
of the 3rd month.
Okay.
And you guys are on the 23rd day of the 2nd month. For further context, it is Stardew Valley rules, so it is 4 weeks
Sure.
per month.
So we have 26 days or something really bad happens. Does anyone have Speak with Dead?
I mean, I don't think I have Speak with Dead. Hold up, let me.
Do you have a
look.
priest who could do it?
Yes, we do have a priest. Oh, Mr. Priest guy. Yes, I don't suppose you, with all your priestly powers, could cast a lovely Speak with Dead.
Here's with the whale. We can ask him to speak to the corpses on the way out. Let's just see if there are any other clues.
And sadly, no. Tink has speak with animals and plants.
Dang. But yeah, if we sort of like just generally check each and every room, is there anything that we'll spot, or are we going to play through that?
No, we can just skip over most of it. As I said earlier with Das, these are each individual like section is dedicated in a way to like a different cultures, like the elves, dwarves, dragonborns, humans, all with their own ritual way of like giving tribute to the Kraken, also a deity, but it's all been ransacked and looted. Someone has obviously been in and raided the temple.
Ugh, how rude.
Inconceivable.
You'd think there'd be guards.
Maybe those were the guards.
What? All those Dragonborn that seemingly got killed?
They were at the bottom of the hole.
Yeah,
Rude.
maybe those Dragonborn were the guards.
Oh.
See, not all Dragonborn are bad.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, we have put
It was
that-
it was a moment of deeply felt frustration. That I was wrong is valid, but it was emotional, not rational.
Das not sagely.
Also, we don't actually know if these guys are innocent. We're just
Fuck, I'm tired of that.
assuming that at the moment. Out of curiosity, is there any way of grabbing these sort of like glowing water book spark knowledge things?
You can quite happily put them into a jar of some sort. As long as they're submerged in water, they should be okay.
Does anyone have a jar?
Hold up.
Everyone else starts looking for that weird thing they always have in their character sheets.
I have the decanter of endless water.
That's only really handy if you want to tap it for a blue mana. Sorry, that's a Magic the Gathering joke.
That is almost the opposite of what I need.
I have a water.
I have
thing.
TJ has an empty vial that he had that contained a potion at one point.
That can hold some.
Do we have fabricate prepared? Why? Why, universe? Why must there be books that I can't pick up? I'm just gonna have to leave them behind. Yeah, I'll leave them behind unless there's anything that comes out to me, at which point I will very politely ask for TJ's file.
He'll hand it over.
You can happily scoop up some bits into the vial. Don't get as many as you'd think you'd have, but you have a vial of knowledge.
A vial of Sparky book.
I was going to say, it's a vial, as a magic item goes, I'm going to say it's a vial of knowledge. So you can consume it like a potion, and you get, oh god, what tier of health potions would you guys be on now? Welcome back, Christy.
Hello.
You can add, I want to say it's now like a greater potion of healing. I was doing like tiered healing potions for you all, but you can add that equivalent dice roll to any failed knowledge check.
Okay.
That's a cool. That's cool. I will need that explained to me again later. But I have it in the back.
Yeah.
But we don't. So do we find any other clues about the people who ransacked this place?
Not really. You just find the temple has been ransacked. The bottom of the pile had dragonborn guards with brands scarred onto their faces. You do find other races: the humans, the elves, and dwarves. Also, likewise branded. Although some of them are clearly not fighters; they were clearly priests.
Wait, the 4 cities. I thought. I understand one of them was dwarven, but did these, I guess, 8 bodies align with the 4 cities?
Yes.
Oh.
So you got dragonborn bodies at the bottom, and then you have elves, dwarves, humans.
Well, that feels foolish.
Well, again, initially you assumed the dragonborn were the aggressors, but now that you're piecing it together, you realise no, they can't be the aggressors. They're at the bottom of the pile. They would have been the first to have died. They would have been the defenders.
So, do we take the bodies with us, or do we leave those here? Can't exactly cremate them underwater.
Say, yeah. Should we see what the priest dude does with this speak with dead spell thing?
Oh yeah, this is true. This is something else you wanted. So the priest is wanting to do speak with dead. Who would you like to do speak with dead on?
I'd say probably the most recent that had passed away, because they probably would have saw more of what on earth happened.
And we know that how?
Just seeing who's on top of the pile. We definitely know the Dragonborn died first, so we just need to figure out who was more on top of the pile, because they would have been the last person to die.
Not all the bodies were in the pile at the bottom of the... Well, the Dragonborn were at the bottom of the...
Oh.
Yeah, Dragonborn, cracking bits, and then everybody else some more cracking bits.
How many goes do we have, priest?
Well, I've only really got the one for today.
I vote one of the Dragonborn.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really mind.
Sure, that sounds good.
Oh, wait. Can I just do an Arcana check on the necromantic symbol?
Go for it.
Because I'm concerned that's going to stop us actually reading it.
Can I actually
What is with my
do that?
dice?
If anybody else
Yeah.
wants to chip in, if you're trained in Arcana to help Upper out, you're more than welcome.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
Just gonna...
Can I roll for Aelin? God damn, Foxy.
Uh-huh.
Don't mess with Rex and the advantages he has. And he would get advantage because it does concern the undead.
Yes.
Oh boy.
So with a 22, Epi, you try to like mind palace your way through, you can pull up nothing. Rex, you know that a brand like this is meant to deny undeath to the individual.
Okay.
So this person cannot be resurrected as an undead, but nor can they also be brought back with resurrection. A brand like this is like, this stays dead. This soul is now marked.
Oh, snap.
Would people have these done willingly?
And the priest is looking at it going, not really, not unless the family has a particular deity that they worship as a deeper clan or something like that, but they wouldn't brand them like this. Be a much smaller affair, and even then we do it post-mortem. This brand was clearly done pre-mortem.
Not as mortem.
No.
Huh.
Wait, are we meaning the same thing? I was meaning like when he was alive.
I meant
Anti-mortem?
as he was being killed.
No, I was meaning before that, like literally when he was alive and kicking.
But why? I mean, unless he knows something that he wanted to take to the grave, I guess. But no.
Or somebody wanted him sacrificed to a specific god. But if they're branded this way, there's no way I can get them back.
Can you even talk to them?
DM has to check the spell pretty quick. Give him a second.
I'm just finding out whether or not I need to cast Dispel Magic.
Technically, no. The spell could still work. Yeah,
Would you piss the spirit off?
No, you're literally asking you're asking more the body what it knows, not the spirit. So,
Okay.
because of the way it's worded, I'd argue you're asking the body a question, not so much the spirit. Hence why it could be a bit tricksy. Because after all, your memories change over time. Things get rewired. So anyway, the priest sits down, he has his holy symbol out and bit of incense ready. Who are we waking up?
That one, and points at one of the Dragonborn.
Alrighty then. The spell begins. It appears to be successful. What is your first question?
Please tell us in detail about the attack on the temple that has clearly caused your death. Or is that regaming the question a bit too much?
We were attacked by shadows. Shadows overwhelmed. Drowned us like the night drowns the sun.
Okay, so that sounds like Evanrath.
Fun question down.
Out of character, how many questions is it usually? Is it 5 or 3?
Out of character, I said.
I know. I'm not going to tell you.
I'm pretty sure it's 5, if I remember the D&D movie correctly.
Yes.
I was just thinking that. Get out of my head.
It is indeed. It is traditionally 5 questions.
I didn't mention anything other than shadows, which would suggest there wasn't any but shadows. So that would suggest asking who else besides. Not a question. Maybe a statement would be a useless question.
Priest realizing that, of course, Spickleton has some problems. He's like, they gesture you to walk a bit further away so you're out of earshot from the corpse until you actually want to ask a question.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't we think of that? Yeah, so what do we want to ask?
Maybe how long ago this happened?
Yeah, that would give us a time frame. That makes sense. What else?
Where did these shadows originate from? Because for all we know, they could have just come from their own shadows, and their own shadows could have just killed them.
I'd be curious about if they know what destroyed / killed the Kraken.
That's also a
But
good
that might just come back as shadows.
You never.
What do you think, Foxy, Tink? Sorry, Vex, Tink. Consistency.
I don't know.
It might, yeah. It might come back as, well, shadows.
What shape were the shadows in? Or did they have a specific shape?
Let's start with the first one. What's the first one that was said?
How long ago?
Yeah. Let's go with that.
"5 days ago."
We weren't in the water plane 5 days ago. We've only been in here like a day and a bit, right?
Pretty much.
Okay. Does that mean the plane of water was the last one hit? Because the air and the earth and fire plane were already fighting over the Phoenix egg. Which suggests that when we get to the fire plane, oh boy, it's going to be in a mess compared to the rest of them. And the airplane was, didn't know. We knew the storm was Angie, but not for how long for. But if this was only 5 days ago that the Krakens were all slaughtered, there was a big Kraken slaughter, then that suggests that maybe the instability for the water plane's only really basic, because it's not like we've been looking at the sky or the giant pit in the world and seeing giant tentacle monsters coming out. Well, supernatural tentacle monsters. There probably are tentacle monsters.
We could ask him if he knows anything about the specific date on that star chart in the ceiling.
suppose. Like, what do they say? What do they say about their plans? Could also be another one. So we have what put a kraken through the roof. What's going to happen on that date, and what else did they say about their plans? Which one do you want to ask?
Well, maybe we could integrate what's going to be the plans on that specific date. Kind of compress one question or two questions into one.
I feel like we'd miss out on anything else if we specifically went one of their plans for that day. Because I might not mention other plans that they overheard.
Oh, good, yeah.
I'm going to need to hurry you for that third question.
What's going to happen on that day, I guess?
How long? The second question they asked was how long ago, speed up. What was that? Sorry?
I guess we'll go with the... What? Oh. Sorry, were you saying something?
That's fine. I did say something. I thought that's what Brian was asking after. It doesn't matter.
What were you going to say?
No, it doesn't matter. Said everybody's. I was going to say everybody's brains are just.
Yeah, it's getting quite late. I was like, let's hurry up with the questions.
Okay. I think it was what's going to happen on that day. So in 26 days' time.
It looks up at the date, at the star chart and the dates, goes to say something, the brand on its face begins to glow, it screams out in agony, and the body just disintegrates into ash.
What's that cat? What's Marie's cat got to do with this?
He's napping peacefully.
That's what makes him more terrifying. He can destroy bodies in his sleep.
The Eldritch Abomination does not care. But the priest looks at you all.
He's capable of that.
But the priest looks at you all and goes, well, the spell didn't end. Someone just decided no. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yeah.
Oh
boy.
My Lanta.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So thank you all for tuning in tonight. I do hope you enjoyed the madness of tonight's session. Be sure to like, favourite, subscribe, and all that YouTube and Twitch jazz. And in the near future, we may be playing some Starfinder 2.
Oh boy.
At some point.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah, pew pew and stars and lasers, if you didn't see that at the top of the show. Anyways, let's see who's available. Who shall we go and raid? Who's free for raid right now?
Could always go raid Paris.
I mean, it would be nice this time of year, wouldn't it? Although, has Paris been flooded out as much as the rest of Europe?
Well, I mean, I don't know. One would hope the sewers are a little better after the Olympics.
You know what, let's go raid Spirit Song.
Oh, there's a thought. What Olympic medals would our athletic characters win?
I think.
Everybody hop on the raid. We will see you all next time for some more D&D. Until then, everybody, good night.
Good night.
Nice.